Ray and Nedek Minster welcome you to this broadcast of the Varsity Softball game on NKTelco Sports. We're at Botkins Community Park, where the Fort Loramie Redskins will take on the Botkins Trojans. Today's game is brought to you by the following sponsors: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Airstream, and NKTelco, bringing you this afternoon's contest between the home team, the Botkins Trojans, and the visiting Fort Loramie Redskins. I'm Dave Helmstetter. Alongside me today, Dennis Henshin. And we have the Fort Loramie Redskins set to step up to the plate. So let's take a look at our starting lineups. All brought to you by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. For Fort Loramie, we'll have leading off the catcher Lanny Barhorst, Aubrey Baker, the center fielder, batting second, Aubrey Turner at third base, Autumn Turner at shortstop, Ava Turner in left field, Ella Holscher in right field, Jaden Rose at second base, Delaney Higgins at first base, and Kate Ruenkamp on the mound for the Redskins. Starting lineups brought to you by Sydney All-Glaze Audiology. Now our keys to the game for the Fort Loramie Redskins.
Number one, they want to be disciplined at the plate. There's a nice shot right off the first pitch that's in the gap to left center.
Barhorst will go into second base, headed for third. And she'll pull up there with a leadoff triple, and the Redskins have a runner at third base.
That's so much for being patient at the plate. See ball, hit ball. First pitch goes to left center for a fast triple. The second one, Coach Turner wants to make sure that the ladies stay focused on defense, and they also want to continue to keep just building on their good habits. They've had some losses, and he recognizes that, but they've lost to some very good teams, so they are currently 9-9 on the year, and they could easily be almost 15-3. So it's a give and take, and there's a swing and a miss.
Barhorst will stay at third base, and our keys to the game today brought to you by Keyhole Pizza at the plate. Aubrey Baker. Baker's got some pretty good numbers on the year, 4 home runs and some good stats with a .362 batting average. Ball inside. That will count, goes to 2-1. Glad you're along here on NKTelco Sports. Beautiful afternoon from Botkins Community Park. Ground ball down the third base line. It's going to be a foul ball, so the count will even up at 2-2.
Hit the runner, but fortunately she was out of bounds, so no problem.
Baker takes a look at head coach Brad Turner in the third base coaching box for Fort Loramie. Aubrey Uppenkamp on the mound for the Trojans. Base hit left field. That'll bring our first run in. Fort Loramie up 1-0 as Baker races to second base and looked at third, and she'll pull up. She has an RBI, and just like that, Fort Loramie's up 1-0.
2 batters, 2 extra base hits for Fort Loramie. Brings Aubrey Turner, the third baseman, to the plate.
Turner, a left-handed batter, taking a look at Uppenkamp. Uppenkamp doesn't have a lot of velocity, and that's one thing Coach Turner said they'll have to adjust to the speed of her pitches a little bit.
Yeah, she a little slower, a little more, tries to finesse them just a little bit more, so not quite overpowering speed.
Swing and a foul, so the count will be 1-1. And of course, Uppenkamp, as we talked with Coach Elsass, Bob Elsass, the Botkins coach, trying to build the Botkins program. And this year, coming into the year, they didn't have a pitcher. And Aubrey took the time to do the work, and she's starting on the mound for Botkins here this afternoon. Pitch is a little bit high as Baker gets a good lead off the bag at second base for Fort Loramie.
Yeah, She was kind enough almost to take this pitching job on as a rookie, and this is a tough thing. You got to practice this a lot. Pitches outside there, so count goes what, 3-1?
3-1 the count. Aubrey Uppenkamp, a senior, number 11 in the center circle for Botkins. Count will run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Baker, the runner at second base for Fort Loramie. Third baseman in at the bag, popped up in the infield. Let's see if the Trojans can get it out. Nice play by the shortstop.
Nice catch. Nice catch. Going out to the outfield, reaches out her glove and sticks it.
Emerson Walders, number 14 for the Trojans. Nice catch, and that's out number 1 for the Trojans here in inning number 1. Autumn Turner steps to the plate. 383 hitter for the Redskins. Fastball's high, gets away from the catcher, and on to third base goes Baker. So they're, for the second time in this inning, Redskins have a runner at second base. They're up 1-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Turned into a beautiful spring afternoon. Pitch just off the plate, 2 balls and no strikes.
Uppenkamp has control issues and has to really work at getting it over the plate. There's a
high fly, left field. Center fielder comes over. It's going to fall in for a hit. Turner races to third base. Throw off the backstop in front of the Fort Loramie bench, and Autumn Turner with the triple.
She also drives in a run there with the RBI.
High fly Miller, Elizabeth Miller, the center fielder for, or rather Allie Miller, excuse me, number 19, the center fielder for Botkins. Shot down to the left side past the third baseman into left field. That'll be a base hit. Another run will score. Fort Loramie goes up 2-0 as
Ava Turner's on first base now.
Ava Turner with the base hit. That brings up the right fielder, Ella Holscher. Uppenkamp. First pitch strike. Takes a look at her outfield and her infield. Gets ready to step on the rubber from the center circle. Runner at second base.
Just misses there on the outside corner. Botkins just, did you say, Dave, on Saturday or on Friday? They just won their last game.
Yeah, Botkins picked up their first win. I believe it was on Friday, a 16-15 win over Corey Rawson. So, and we were talking also about the tournament, and that win helped Botkins in regards to the tournament draw. We'll get to that here as the game continues on, as Uppenkamp looks in. Here comes the delivery. Ground ball to the shortstop. She'll have it up and over. Out number 2. Nice play by the shortstop Walders. 2 down in the inning for Fort Loramie. That'll bring Jaden Rose, the second baseman, to the plate for the Redskins. Another left-handed batter. Rose hitting .367 overall on the season. Pitch a little bit high and inside. Fort Loramie's got some pretty healthy offensive statistics. .306 as a team. On base percentage of over 38%. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Uppenkamp goes up on Rose. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss. 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Grounded to the right side and near the first baseman. 3-0 our score here in the early going. Lanny Barhorse scored the first run of the game after she tripled and went the third. Aubrey Baker drove her home. And Autumn Turner also came in on Ava Turner's base hit. Swinging a foul at the plate. Jaden Rose, number 12. Here comes the pitch. A little bit outside. Count even at 2-2. Hard pitch for a batter to lay off of.
Yes.
Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Right back to the mound. And out number 3 is recorded on the lineup to Uppencamp. So in the inning for Fort Loramie, they scored 3 times on 4 hits. There were no errors, so our score after a half inning of play, Fort Loramie 3, Botkins coming to the plate. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Back here at Botkins, let's take a look at the Trojans starting lineup here tonight, all brought to you by Sydney Allglaze Audiology. Leading off for the Trojans, Natalie Wiley, third baseman for the Trojans. Aubrey Uppencamp, number 11, the pitcher. Emerson Walters at shortstop will bat third. Elizabeth Fisher, the catcher, will hit fourth. Keegan Showers, the first baseman, hitting number 5. Taylor Fullenkamp in left field, bats sixth. Hitting seventh, Riley Hager, the second baseman. Zandria Locker hits eighth in right field, and Allie Miller, the center fielder, will bat ninth. Let's take a look at our keys to the game for the Botkins Trojans, all brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Coach Elsass said he wanted to make sure that their defense stayed constant. They did make a couple of nice catches there in the first inning, so that definitely helps. Pitching, control has been a problem, so we've got to stop the free passes. So that's just basically on Uppencamp, and she's got to get that as the first batter, Natalie Wiley, goes down swinging with a strikeout for first out of the inning, and put the ball in play. They were able to do that the other day when they were playing Corey Rawson, and in a game that they were triumphant. They had 10 hits in that ball game, so we'd like to see that to continue.
Uppencamp digs in, swing and a miss at a high fastball. Delivered by Kate Ruenkamp, in our keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. High fly, right field.
Into the sun.
Rose will, right fielder Holscher rather, makes the catch. Nice play. She battled the sun all the way, Dennis.
Yes, she did, and actually almost overran it, but put her glove hand up and stuck it right there. So nice catch by Ella Holscher in right field.
Emerson Walters, the shortstop, made a couple of good plays on defense for Botkins. She'll step to the plate, hitting in the third spot. Swing and a miss. High fastball from Kate Ruenkamp. Ruenkamp, 68 plus innings of pitching so far this season, 83 strikeouts, a 6-6 record. That's strike 2. A nice 2.86 ERA on the season, and another nice indication of opposing teams only hitting .228 against her. Fastball is up. 1 ball, 2 strikes. There's 2 outs here in the bottom of the first for the Trojans. Swing and a miss. That's it. Trojans go out in order. No runs, no hits, no errors after 1 full inning of play. Fort Loramie 3, Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Located in Jackson Center, Ohio, Airstream is now hiring for numerous general production positions. Work first shift and earn up to $26 per hour with production and attendance bonuses. 401k employer match, medical, dental, and vision, plus an on-site health clinic, fitness center, and full-service cafeteria. Visit airstream.com/apply to learn more.
Top of the second inning, Fort Loramie will be hitting Delaney Higgins, number 22, the first baseman. Big, strong right-handed hitter. She'll step into the plate here in just a moment against Aubrey Uppenkamp. And Fort Loramie scored 3 times in the top of the inning. 3 of the 4 hits, extra base hits,
Knocked it around the park pretty good.
had a couple of pretty good shots in there. And Barhorst, who had the triple, which was a real shot in the first inning, is up 3rd this inning. So let's see what happens.
Yes, 8-9-1 for Loramie coming to the plate here in inning number 2. Delaney Higgins, the first baseman, the pitcher, Katie Ruenkamp, and then, like you said, we jump back to the top of the order, and Lainey Barhorst, the catcher, are all scheduled to go to the plate for the Redskins here in the top of inning number 2.
Higgins, 4 out of 32 on the season at the plate. That comes to 125. Let's see what the first baseman for the Redskins can do here. Off-speed pitch. I think she took a little bit more off of that one.
And outside, so really made her reach.
In fact, that almost that had interesting motion on it, but nonetheless, good pitch by Uppenkamp. She goes up a strike. Higgins digging in. That front foot's almost out of the batter's box. Swing and a miss. Tell you would think about the second time through, the batter would really be able to figure Uppenkamp out just by the speed of it.
Oh, there was a
Just
nice
missed.
close pitch. Yep.
One ball, 2 strikes. 3-0 our score. Fort Loramie with the early lead. Outside, count evens at 2-2. Swing and a miss. Strike out.
Higgins goes down swinging, and that should bring up the pitcher, Katie Ruenkamp, the opposing number, to the plate.
Tell you, Higgins had 2 home runs and 5 RBIs already this season, so she's got some pretty good power, but she goes down on strikes as Ruenkamp will get a chance to bat. Number 4 hitting in the 9 hole. Here comes Uppenkamp's delivery. It's going to be high, and that runs it to 2 balls, no strikes. Swing and a miss. Ruenkamp way out in front of that one. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Coach Turner told you that he was concerned about the speed that Uppenkamp had and her ability to change speeds. And he's got quite a few of the batters have moved up into the front half of the box. And there's one that goes over the third baseman's head as she just couldn't quite back up in time to catch it. So Katie Ruenkamp on first base with a single.
Just a little pop-up over the third baseman's head. Shortstop couldn't get in there quick enough, so they'll count that as a hit.
I believe, do we have a change in the lineup?
I was going to think they were going to have a runner, but maybe not.
Yeah, we do, because we now have, hang on a second.
Ruenkamp's still there, right? Number 5 is going to go run, which number 5 would be, how about, well, it can't be Autumn Turner. 4 is Ruenkamp.
That's Ruenkamp on first. I thought maybe they'd have a runner for her. They do that a lot for the pitcher and the catcher. But no, stay put.
Ruenkamp stays at first base. That brings up Lainey Barhorst. She'll take first pitch strike. Barhorst hit the shot to left center
On the first pitch.
and it was a good one. Line drive. She got all of it. Boy, look how far they have moved up. Swing and a miss. Ball will go to the backstop. And Ruenkamp will scoot into second base on the pass ball. Barhorst digs in, swinging a ground ball to third base. Wiley scoops it up, but it's in foul territory. And the count is 1-2 strikes.
Okay, there's a new batter for Barhorst. That is Maya Dews.
There we go.
She's hitting now in the second one. She fouls that one back over the first base dugout. So Maya Dews batting for Lainey Barhorst here in the top of the second. 1 out, runner on second. And I believe she's behind in the count 1-2 right now.
So Maya Dews at the plate. Swing and a miss. Catcher will have to record the put out at first and does. So the second strikeout for Uppenkamp, put out to the catcher, and or 2 down as we'll double check and make sure it's Baker stepping into the plate. Yep, that's number 8. Aubrey Baker. At the plate is Fort Loramie way up in the batter's box. Fastball just a little bit high, and Ruenkamp at third base.
Ruenkamp has recorded 2 strikeouts here in the second inning already, out of the 2 away.
Comes the delivery. It's going to be a strike call, I believe. Up high. Call that high. So it makes it 2 balls and no strikes. Count goes to 3-0, which Baker had a double in the first inning. Batting again here in the second.
Scored a run and an RBI, drove in a run and scored a run.
Comes the pitch. It's going to be low, and that's ball 4. Got 2 outs. Runners at first and third for Fort Loramie, and Aubrey Turner, number 32, a left-handed hitter, and the third baseman for Fort Loramie will step into the plate. Uppenkamp with the delivery. Pitch is high. 1 ball, no strikes, and 3-0 on the First National Bank Think First scoreboard here in the early going. Top of the second inning action here at on NKTelco Sports. Ball 2. Uppenkamp peers in. Here comes the delivery. Swing and a miss. Fisher gets it back to Uppenkamp. She's 2 balls and 1 strike. So for Turner, here comes the hitter's pitch. It's going to be a little bit high. Ball gets away from Fisher, but Ruenkamp will stay at third base. Pitch is a little bit high, and Turner will draw the walk. Bases are loaded. Uppenkamp managed to get 2 outs rather quickly in this inning, but now losing a little bit of control, and that means Autumn Turner is going to step to the plate.
Oops. Check this with
Number
will be 7. Lauren Bergman will be at the plate.
Lauren Bergman, number 7, will hit. Pitch is a little bit high. Comes the delivery. Line drive, base hit to left field. That's going to get 2 runs in. Fullenkamp up with it, gets it back into the shortstop. So 2 runs will score for Fort Loramie, and the lead now goes to 5-0. As Kate Ruenkamp and Aubrey Baker will score, Turner advances to third. And Lauren Bergman at second base. That brings Ava Turner to the plate. Uppenkamp popped up.
It's playable.
Shortstop.
Nope, it is not.
Going to be a foul ball down the left field line. The shortstop Walters giving chase, and just going to be a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Ava Turner, left fielder for the Redskins, pops it up behind the Fort Loramie dugout. 1 ball and 2 strikes as Uppenkamp will go up in the count against Turner. Outfield very deep for Turner. Comes the pitch, just off the plate. Uppenkamp trying to get her to chase it. Count's going to go even at 2-2.
Exactly. That looked like a real juicy pitch when it first left her hand and just kind of drifted outside. Lucky to hold off.
Ball is inside. It's going to run the count full. First base is open. Showers will move in. Play about 10 foot on how she steps back. She's about 4 foot in front of the first base bag. Another swing and a foul. Fisher gives chase, but not going to be able to get to it. Wiley at third base also in front of the bag. Uppenkamp trying to get out of this inning. Full count. Swing and a miss. Oh, it's going to be fouled. Got a tip.
Staying alive.
Count stays at 3-2. First base open, 2 outs in the inning. 2 runs home for Fort Loramie. Strike 3 there as Turner will take a called third strike. So in the inning for Fort Loramie, they get 3 runs on 2 hits. No errors for Botkins. Our score after an inning and a half of play, Fort Loramie 5 and Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Botkins will come to the plate. Leading it off will be the catcher, Elizabeth Fisher, freshman for the Trojans. As Redskins loosening up, I'd like to remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of tonight's high school varsity softball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Replays Saturday, May the 7th at 6 p.m. and Monday, May 9th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. Trying to get on board via the bunt. Fouls it off, does Fisher. So it's one strike as Ruenkamp moves into her second inning of work. 1-2-3 first inning for the Fort Loramie hurler. Swing and a miss, strike two.
Fisher's the catcher. She'll be followed by Keegan Showers, the first baseman, and Taylor Fullenkamp, the left fielder.
Swung on, hit to the right side, but it's going to be foul as Ruenkamp's got some pretty good velocity, so Fisher a little bit behind on it, but got good wood on it, or good aluminum, I should say.
Yeah.
Down the right field line. Pops it up, right side. Second baseman Rose is there. Yeah, there's probably a change in that spot. Let me double check the number there.
I think you're right.
Is that Rose yet? Number 9. Just want to be sure of that. That's Maya Dews.
You're right. I am wrong.
Dews has come in at second base. Rose, the short night. So Fisher's out on the pop-up in the infield for out number 1 here in the top of the second. Showers pitches a little bit low. Count evens at 1-1. Swing and a miss. That high fastball. It's a tough pitch to lay off of, Dennis.
Yes, it is. She wasn't quite sure at first. She liked it, then she didn't, and then she decided, well, I got to go. Then she was late on getting around. And that's on the outside edge for a called strike. 3.
That high hard one. You get that sight line moving a little bit, and that's tough for a young hitter.
Taylor Fullenkamp comes to the plate, left fielder.
Sophomore tries to lay down a bunch. She'll foul it off. Strike 1. Ruenkamp working here in inning number 2. She's retired the first 5 batters that she has faced. A couple of strikeouts in those 5 hitters. Lays the bunt down. It's in the batter's box. It's fair, and it's going to be a put out recorded. 2-3 for the third out. So it's no runs, no hits, and no errors. So after 2 full innings of play, our score, Fort Loramie 5, Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Allglaze and Sydney Audiology are committed to providing the most advanced and affordable hearing care solutions. Did you know that more and more insurances are offering coverage for hearing aids and that we are the most comprehensive provider in the area?
Because we want to serve all in our community, we partner with agencies such as Medicaid, OOD, Sertoma, and most recently the VA, helping our veterans find local solutions to their problems.
Don't leave unused benefits on the table this year. Call us today to see if you qualify.
Back here at Botkins Community Park, beautiful afternoon for girls softball. Fort Loramie up on Botkins 5-0 as we move along to the top of the third inning of play. And Ella Holscher will lead it off for Fort Loramie. Taking a look at the Shelby County Athletic League standings. Hershey, one of the top teams in the state, leads the pack with 4-0 in league play, 16-1 in overall on the season. Fort Loramie right behind them with a 5-2 record, 9-9 overall. Houston with a 4-3 record, 4-9 overall. Then comes Anna 2-3 and 11-5 overall. Jackson Center 2-3 and 5-8 overall. Botkins number 6 in the Shelby County Athletic League, looking for win number 1 in conference play. 0-6, 1-11 overall. Pop up right side.
Nice catch by the second baseman.
Hager battled the sun all the way and made the play.
She did. She couldn't turn around. If she did, she'd have lost sight of the ball. Great catch there by Riley Hager, the second baseman.
That'll bring up Jaden Rose. She'll line out, soft liner to the first, or back to the pitcher in her first at bat. That's a strike call, so up in camp. Goes up on Rose, left-handed batter. Up in camp's delivery, swung on and fouled down the first baseline. Up in camp, 2 strikes on Rose. Rose digs in, nice form at the plate. Off-speed pitch just misses. Higgins, the first baseman, on deck for Fort Loramie. Left center, left fielder coming over, not able to make it. There goes Rose all the way to third. That's going to be a triple. Rose laced it to left field. She'll have a triple for the 7th hit of the night for Fort Loramie. Follenkamp tried to make the catch, just couldn't quite get over it quick enough, and that was ball pretty well hit. And Fort Loramie looking to score a run as Delaney Higgins steps to the plate, got some good power, pitches low, and 1 ball, no strikes. Uppenkamp had gotten up on Rose as far as the count, gotten in front of her, ahead of her in the count, but unable to get the strikeout as Rose with a triple to left center. Count goes to 2-0. Ball high and inside.
Higgins struck out her first time up, so she's looking to get on base with a hit.
Way out in front, hits it to third base. Nice play by Wiley over to first, and throw will pull the first baseman off the bag.
We'll have to give it a hit because I think she beat it out anyhow.
Base hit for Higgins, and the run will score. She gets an RBI as well, and it's 6-0 on that First National Bank Think First scoreboard. That'll bring Kate Ruenkamp to the plate. Pitcher for the Redskins.
Ruenkamp, who hasn't got many plate appearances, had a single in her first appearance back there in the second inning, and scored a run.
1 out, 1 on, 1 in. Ruenkamp will foul it away. Count goes to 1-1. Ruenkamp toes the rubber. Rowe swinging a foul to the left side. Way out in front of it is Higgins. Or rather Ruenkamp, excuse me. Higgins, the base runner at first base. Wiley will get the ball back into the infield. Fort Loramie, 7 home runs on the season. On the base pass, 54 out of 61, 88% in stealing bases so far this season. Successful ratio for the Redskins. Up in camp, steps and throws. Down the left field line, but it's going to be foul as Ruenkamp hit it pretty well, and it's going to roll all the way to the fence as Wiley gives chase. Two the count. 1 out. Walters at medium range in the infield. Popped up. Let's see if the Trojans can get it. Wiley unable to make the catch, and the runners will advance, and that's going to be an error on the third baseman. So that allows Higgins to move up and Ruenkamp to first. We almost had a, well, actually, if
they caught it would have been a double play.
Would have been a double play, or they could have gotten the runner at second base too on the drop pop.
Yeah. Had they caught it, though, I think the runner had taken off and was pretty far away from the bag. But whatever it is, error, and now both runners are safe. First and second for the Redskins.
And that brings Barhorst top of the order. Barhorst had a strikeout, but led the game off with a long triple to left field.
Nope. Make that Dews had the strikeout.
Excuse me.
Yeah, who batted 4. And this is Dews again.
Thank you for pointing that out. Dews, she'll take the pitch. Up in camp, looks in at Fisher. Here comes the delivery. It's going to be high and away. Count at 3-1 with 1 out. High fly, center field. Miller eyes it. She'll make the catch for out number 2. Gets it quickly back into the infield, but Higgins will move on to third. Ruenkamp will stay at first, and Dews has a long fly ball to the center fielder for out number 2. That'll bring up Baker. Baker with 4 home runs on the season out of the 7 that Fort Loramie has. Swing and a miss again out in front of it.
Baker's been up twice. She's had a single and a base on balls, and she scored 2 runs as well as has 1 run batted in. Pretty good evening.
Good game for Baker as Higgins gets the big lead at third base. Up in camp, peers in, At her catcher, here comes the pitch. Way out in front of it. Line drive foul and way out of play. Baker's just about got the timing down. This next pitch, if it's in that same spot, going to be out in left center. One ball, two strikes. Evens the count at 2-2 as the pitch high. Baker up in the batter's box. Swing and a foul. Thought that was going to be it, Dennis.
Right here in your lap.
It was.
We were going to see the glove skills of one Dave Helmstetter really come into action.
No, the camera would have saved me. I got a camera right in front of me.
Duck.
Here comes the pitch. It's low.
Yeah. Truck says so he don't care about you guys. Save the camera.
I was going to win. I was blinking all the way on that one. We got a full count, 2 outs. Runners at second and third, first base open for Baker. Let's see what happens here. Up in camp. Ground ball. Rocket shot past Wiley at third. That's going to score 2. Baker races into second base easily with a double and a couple of RBIs. Boy,
that
blinked and it was past you.
Yeah, that's that's where the reference hot corner comes. It's there right now, and that error on the infield there where they are unable to catch that ball, that
really big.
Really proves big. That has turned in 2 of them now. Wild pitch and the runner moves up to third. So Baker's at third now, Dave.
Aubrey Baker standing at third base. And we've got an 8-0 Fort Loramie lead here in the early going. And Turner at the plate, left-handed swinging Aubrey Turner. There's a lot of Aubreys in this game.
We have 3 of them.
3 of them.
2 on Fort Loramie and 1 over here for the pitcher is Aubrey up in camp for the Trojans.
I keep going back to Aubrey Huff. So a ground ball, that's a base hit.
That
brings in another run. It died on the grass, didn't it?
Yeah, right between the 2 outfielders. Couldn't be even more better placed. So double there for Turner, and she gets another ribby for the night. She brings in the Baker, who was standing at third, so another run.
Most of this happened after 2 outs, too.
Exactly.
So Autumn Turner will step to the plate, or excuse me, Lauren Bergman will step to the plate. She tries to take her coach out with that one. But Turner does the dance down at third, gets out of the way. Lauren Bergman had a double in her first plate appearance in the second inning. Ground ball. Uppencamp's going to snag it over to first, and that's going to end the third.
Nice play there. Retires that batter on a 1-3, and that.
So in the inning for Fort Loramie, 4 runs, 4 hits, and 1 error in our score. After 2.5 innings to play, Fort Loramie 9, Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Riley Hager at the plate for Botkins, the Trojans second baseman, looking to try and get her first hit of the contest, but Ruenkamp has been pretty sharp here. Minimal amount of batters, 6 up, 6 down as we move to the third. And I tell you, Ruenkamp, the way she's throwing, keeping the ball down, good speed. She's got a shot at something pretty special here.
Yeah, you're right.
This afternoon.
Face the minimum. She's got 3 Ks. Kind of goes along with her season scenario. She's got there's another K, a swinger. For the year, she's got 83 strikeouts and only 19 base on balls. So that's a nice strikeout to baseball ratio there. Actually, excellent, basically. And with 83, that makes it, she's up to about 87 right now.
Zandria Locker, number 15, the right fielder, steps in to the batter's box for Botkins. Strike 1. For Loramie and New Bremen on, I believe this was Saturday, they split a doubleheader. New Bremen took the first one, 6-5, and then Fort Loramie came back in the second contest with a 17-4 win. That was a 6-inning contest. Ruenkamp actually took the loss in game 1. New Bremen scored 4 times in the bottom of the 7th to bounce back and defeat the Redskins in that contest. Here comes Ruenkamp. Swung on down the third baseline, and that's going to be a foul as Locker might have been the best hit ball Botkins has had all so far here through 3. Swing and a miss. Fifth strikeout for Ruenkamp, and that'll bring Allie Miller, the center fielder, to the plate. A little bit high, ball 1. Swing and a miss as Miller behind on the swing. Count goes to 2 strikes. Ruenkamp for the strikeout. Swing and a miss. It's 2 strikes. I'm ahead of myself, Dennis.
No, you're right. 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Foul back.
Hey, she got a piece of it. Yep. Swing and a foul to the backstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bottom of the 3rd inning. First National Bank Think First scoreboard. Fort Loramie 9, Botkins nothing. Ground ball. Back to the mound. And it's out number 3. No runs, no hits, no errors. So after 3 full innings of play, Fort Loramie 9, Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Wegner's IGA have been servicing their communities for more than 90 years, spanning 3 generations. Wegner's founded their business on 2 basic principles: excellent customer service and quality products. Visit all our locations and experience the finest selection of deli, fresh meats, and a variety of beverage choices. While there, don't forget to check out our vast selection of fresh coffee beans, produce, dairy, and bakery items. Visit Wegner's today in Minster, Fort Loramie, and New Bremen.
We are into the fourth inning of play as Fort Loramie will send
Bottom
Ava
third,
Turner.
Bottom third of the order, right?
Ava Turner. That's about number 5, isn't it? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, my
4,
bad.
5.
You're right.
Ava Turner, who, from looking at the stats, she leads the Redskins with 12 steals on the season. So if she gets on base, 9-0 lead. Sure, there'll be a little bit slower pace than what they might be in a tight ball game, but 9-0 lead right now for Fort Loramie. But boy, you look back on that, little things mean so much. Drop pop up. Boy, that's a big play for Botkins. I mean, you know, your young team, and you know, there's a big difference in the score after that one.
Not only did they touch it once, I think the catcher got a second attempt at it, and it actually then comes to be a fair ball. So that really makes it difficult. So now you got to play it, and the runner was allowed to advance. And then when you don't get the runner at first base, you know, anyhow, and you miss the pop fly where you could have maybe had a double play, boy, that looms big. And after that, they score 4 more runs.
Yep. Led to a big inning. Pitch is a little bit high, and the count is even at 1-1. Up in camp with the delivery. There's a line drive into right center.
Another gapper.
Right fielder lock her over, but by the time she gets it in, that's a double for Ava Turner. 2 out of 3 with a nice line drive to right center for Turner.
Ella Holscher coming to the plate now. She's been up twice and out twice, so she's looking to get on base.
Holscher, the right fielder for the Redskins. They're up in the batter's box as far as the rules will allow them. Front foot is right in the chalk at the far end of the batter's box. Closest to the pitcher. That's a strike. Count even at 1-1. Holscher, right side, second baseman. Nice play, hangs with it and gets the out.
Nice play there by Hager again. Gloves that one, battles it, keeps it in front of her, and gets his force out at first base.
That ball about took her to right field.
Yeah.
She hung right in there, kept it in front of her, made a nice grab, and gets it to first base, and that's out number 1 for Fort Loramie here in the top of inning number 4 as Jaden Rose steps to the plate. Foul at the plate. Rose had a triple in her last at bat. Runner at third base, and Ava Turner popped up in the infield. Should be an out. Walder's under it, can't handle it. Runner will score, and that's going to be an error on the shortstop. Walters was right there and under it, but couldn't quite squeeze it, and that's an error. Second one of tonight's contest for Botkins. It puts Rose at first base. Makes it a 10-0 score.
That does give Rose a RBI, or is that not scored? Can't get an RBI on that error?
Oh, that would be stretching it.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so unearned run there anyhow.
Unearned run, yep. Yep. 10-0 our score.
Delaney Higgins at the plate. Fouled that first one back over the right side.
Here comes the pitch. Nice stop by Coach Turner there. How'd you like that, Dennis?
Yeah,
he just
a
stepped
little
on it.
fancy footwork there. A little tap dance in the coach's box. Stomped that down there with his right foot. I don't think he's going to touch it with his right hand. I think he's got a broken finger. So I think he'll leave all those alone.
Masterful job of trapping that one. Higgins will foul it away. 2 strikes Uppencamp trying to get out number 2 here in the top of the 4th against Fort Loramie. Watching girls softball here on NKTelco Sports. Thanks for joining us. Uppencamp toes the rubber, looks in at her catcher Fisher. A little bit off the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Higgins digs in, takes the ball high and away. Counts now even, so 2-2 as Higgins anxious to get a good cut at this one. Back into the batter's box. That front foot is almost out of the box. Pop foul, and Wiley gives chase. Bounces off the fence, unable to come up with that one.
Coach Turner was doing his evacuation drill.
He was evacuating very quickly. He's got a grin on his face, too, after
he's
that.
telling the third baseman, thanks for not running over me.
Higgins, wide open stance, high in the air in the infield. Should be caught. That's time. Oh, there's a collision. Ball falls out, and the runners are going to advance. So
I think we'll have to go E6 on that one.
Had the collision. So the second error of the inning for Botkins. So Higgins is on first, Rose is on second. Only 1 out in the inning. And that'll bring Kate Ruenkamp to the plate. Third error, I believe, third error of the game for Botkins. 2 of them here in this inning on pop-ups. Actually, all 3 have been on pop-ups, haven't they?
Yes. They've been hit in tough areas. I'm going to say that. So they weren't easy catches, but they had to move. But, yep, all were in the glove or touched the glove.
Ruenkamp. Pitch. She'll look at that one. It'll be off the plate, and the count goes 3-0. So
Uppencamp facing her opposite number.
Here comes the delivery. It's in the dirt, and that's going to be ball 4. That's going to load the bases. Ruenkamp at first, Higgins at second, Rose at third. Come back to the top of the order, and Maya Dews will hit.
Correct.
Dews 0 for 2 after coming in to replace Bar Horst. Takes a pitch high.
Tripled on the first pitch of the game. I wonder why he took her out.
Uppencamp's delivery. It's going to be low, ball 2. And might be getting just a little bit tired as we get deep into the 4th inning here.
To Uppencamp's credit in having trouble with strikes, that was her first base on balls given up in this inning, in this game. And she's already faced 20. She already faced about 20 some batters.
Here comes the pitch. Popped up right side, right fielder coming in hard. She cannot make the catch off her glove. Ball goes into the infield. 1 run will score, and I think we got to score that one an E9.
Yep.
1 run scores. Everybody moves up. Now the air is starting to haunt the Trojans here in inning number 4. That's going to bring Aubrey Baker to the plate. Score now goes to 11-0. Right field, well hit.
Over the head.
To the fence. That's going to clear the bases. Let's see how far Baker's going to go. She's going all the way. Could be a grand slam, and it's going to be Baker with, we'll call it the home run. That'll be her 5th of the season. Aubrey Baker with the home run, and boy, puts this game well out of reach.
So is that's fifth home run for Baker this year?
Home run number 5, yes. Double check the stats on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what I read. 15-0 our score. Yeah, she has 4 home runs and 15 RBIs coming into tonight's game.
So she now piles 5 more on top of that.
Ground ball. Past the pitcher. Second baseman up. Not in time. She'll beat it out. And Aubrey Turner will have a base hit. Uppenkamp couldn't quite get the ball as it rolls past her, and second baseman comes in but unable to make the play. We've got a timeout on the field. I'd like to remind you that all timeouts tonight, all brought to you by Precision Strip, as the Botkins squad will try and regroup as we are in the 4th inning. 15-0 our score. The Fort Loramie up big with the base runner at first base and Aubrey Turner. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors here for tonight's game. Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney All-Glaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Airstream, and NKTelco for bringing you tonight's game. We've got a visit by head coach Bob Elsass for Botkins to talk to his pitcher and his infielders. And as we said, our timeouts or stop and play is all brought to you by Precision Strip. Talked a little bit before the game with Coach Elsass, and of course he coached at Wapakoneta and Elida in previous softball stints. 19 years as the girls softball coach at Wapakoneta. Nice conversation with him.
Yeah.
Kind of like the story about the longest home run in Anna history.
Go ahead and tell it. Go ahead and tell it. His claim to fame.
His claim to fame is
while
that
playing at Anna.
While playing at Anna, he hit a long one that went on the hit the track, or went into a train car on the tracks, into the coal car, and went all the way to Cincinnati. So his claim to fame
has the longest home run in history.
In history, yes. About 120 miles?
Yeah, maybe not. Yeah, 100. Yeah, yeah, you're right.
100 miles,
yeah,
whatever.
Yes.
So, but Coach Elsass has coached a lot of softball and baseball in his day. So.
Yep. So he's now been kind of challenged with trying to help Botkins get back up, and he thinks that it's going to be coming. He sees some light at the end of the tunnel. He's got some young ones coming. So it's just like this, though. Uppenkamp's first year, basically, so that they can play, they need a pitcher, and she agreed to be the pitcher, and it's a skill job. It's a skill spot. I mean, underhand pitching, it's not easy. It's tough.
You watch videos of the pitchers, girls softball, or you watch college softball especially, and you see those
flying
pitchers
off that rubber. That ball is almost as quick as a baseball is in the major leagues. They're getting it up there around 80 miles an hour. There's a rocket to the hole, and that goes to left field.
Base hit left field for Lauren Bergman, who collects her second hit of the game. Runners at first and second.
So that means we'll have batted around here, and Ava Turner will be back up for the second time here in this inning.
Turner had a double to start this off and scored. Looks like she's 2 for 3 in the night. 383 hitter. Fly ball left field. That's going to fall. Fullenkamp will get it back in, but a run will score. Runners will be at first and second as Aubrey Turner will come in to score. And Ava Turner with a base hit, 3 out of 4 in the night. And the lead now 16-0. Holscher, that's a strike. Ella Holscher at the plate. She's hit the ball 3 times, nothing to show for it. Ground out to short, ground out to second. Pop up to right field. There's a base hit.
There's a base hit for sure.
1 run will score. As Holscher with a line drive base hit into center field, and Ava Turner scurries into third base. That'll make it 17-0 as Rose will bat. Jaden Rose, the second baseman for the Redskins, starting to get that timing down. It's getting pretty obvious here in the third and fourth innings that the Redskins are locking into up in camp. Here comes the delivery. It's going to be a strike call. Rose at the plate, scored 2 runs, pops it up. First baseman Showers will make the catch. That's out number 2. Runner will tag and score from third.
So Rose gets an RBI there.
Turner will score. Holscher goes to second. And Higgins will step in. Higgins 1 for 3, reached base on an error in the 4th inning. Base hit in the 3rd, struck out in the 2nd. That's a strike. 2 strikes, the count up in camp. Trying to get out of this 4th inning. High in the air, deep left field. It's out of here.
That's a round tripper, baby.
Higgins. Home run number 3 on the season. Hit it long and deep to left field.
So another, not inside the park, but that's over the wall home run.
That's a legit long drive to left field. It got up in the jet stream and long gone, and that makes it 21-0. Here in the 4th inning, 2 outs as Ruenkamp will hit.
Ruenkamp's been up 3 times. She's scored 3 runs. She's had a single, a base on balls, and been safe on an error.
Here comes the delivery. That'll be a foul ball down the left side. Taking a look at Higgins' numbers. 4 hits, 32 at bats coming into tonight's game. Out of those 4 hits, 2 doubles and 2 home runs, Dennis.
So her slugging percentage is pretty good.
I'm going to look that up. I think you're right. That's slugging percentage.
It's on there. You can find it. It's there.
Slugging percentage. Oh, it's got to be more than 375, isn't it?
Oh, I would think so, yes. I would think so. Oh, 0-2 up in camp. Now it sends that one a little high, so the count goes 1-2. No, I'm sorry, 2-2 on the batter.
We got 2 outs, 2 strikes, 2 balls, 4th inning of play. Fort Loramie with a big 20-0 lead. There's a swing and a miss. They'll record the put out at first, and Ruenkamp is out on strikes for the 3rd out in the inning. 11 runs in the inning, and I got to count that one up. On 7 hits, 11 runs, 7 hits, a couple of errors. Our score, Fort Loramie 20, Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
For Loramie with the big lead, 20-0 here on NKTelco Sports, as really the drama that's set here in our fourth inning is if Ruinkamp can continue her no-hit ways, as she's got a perfect game going through 3.
That's not going to happen because I believe right now on the mound warming up will be number 7, Lauren Bergman.
Bergman will come in to pitch for Fort Loramie. She's got a 1-1 record on the season. 18 innings of pitching, 12 strikeouts, 8 walks. She's given up 33 runs, 17 of them earned, 6.37 ERA. So Ruinkamp's work is done for the day. 9 up, 9 down. Pretty good.
Not a bad day's work, right. So Lauren Bergman takes over for Fort Loramie on the slab here as we go to the bottom of the 4th. And we go back to the top of the order. 1, 2, 3. Wiley, Uppenkamp, and Walters will be the batters for the Trojans.
Into the shortstop, over to first. 10 straight, 6-3. Nice play by the shortstop. Good contact by Wiley, as Aubrey Uppenkamp will step to the plate.
Uppenkamp had a decent fly out here on her first appearance at the plate to right field. Made a nice catch out there by the right fielder, fighting the sun.
Bergman toes the rubber. Here comes the pitch. It's going to be a strike call. Count even at 1-1. Make that 2 strikes, excuse me. Way out in front, and the catcher will record the tag, and out number 2. That'll bring up Emerson Walters. Emerson, Trojan shortstop, struck out back in the first inning. Ground ball right side. Second baseman up and over. 1, 2, 3 for Botkins. No runs, no hits, no errors. Our score after 4 full innings of play. Fort Loramie 20, Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Located in Jackson Center, Ohio, Airstream is now hiring for numerous general production positions. Work first shift and earn up to $26 per hour with production and attendance bonuses. 401k employer match, medical, dental, and vision, plus an on-site health clinic, fitness center, and full-service cafeteria. Visit airstream.com/apply to learn more.
Botkins and Fort Loramie doing battle in Shelby County Athletic League play. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for this afternoon's contest, and remind you that NKTelco Sports and its sponsors pleased to bring you replays of today's high school varsity softball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Saturday, May 7th at 6 p.m. and Monday, May 9th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. 20-0 our score as we move into inning number 5. And up to the plate will be Maya Dews, number 9. Dews came in the second inning. She struck out, flew out to center field, and then was on board in an error in the 4th inning by the right fielder. Has scored 1 time, also scored in that big 4th inning in which Fort Loramie played at 11 runs. Uppenkamp's delivery is a little bit high, and that's ball 1. High in the air to left field. Fullenkamp will make the catch.
So Bar Horse is retired with that fly ball to left, or
Dews,
I'm sorry. And that'll be the first out in the inning here.
And Fullenkamp gets a big cheer from her fellow teammates on that as she makes a nice catch. If that is still Fullenkamp out in left field, I'll make sure. I think it's still number 17. And there's a hits batter. So Baker, she'll go to first base as they try to pitch her inside.
Going by the stats, Audrey Uppenkamp is doing a much better job with her control today. That was a first hit batter, and she's only allowed 2 walks all afternoon. So she's been averaging higher than that according to coach. So she's got to be pleased with her play today. Like we said, some of those errors just were very, very costly, and easily we could have half the runs scored that we do have.
Here comes Uppenkamp's pitch inside. Fisher not able to handle it, so the runner will move down to second base.
Pass ball there.
Runner at second. That's Baker as Turner looking for an RBI. There's a one into the gap. That's going to be a base hit as Turner will round first and hold. Base hit, RBI for Turner. He's got 3 hits on the day as well. Number 12 that made that catch. I got to get the numbers straight. That was number 12, Shelby Shaner. Made the nice catch out there in left field for the Trojans. Shaner in left field. There's a ball past Wiley down the line. Shaner will get it back into the infield quickly. Runners will hold at first and second. Aubrey Turner goes to second. Autumn Turner on first base with a solid single down the line. And that means Ava Turner will step to the plate.
Bergman was the hitter. She's on first.
Oh, excuse me, Bergman. Yep.
There's a wild pitch. Well, all runners hold.
Bergman came into the game in the second inning, so
right,
Bergman has she's got 3 hits. Bergman has 3 hits, 3 for looks like 3 for 4.
3 for 4. Now there's a wild pitch, and that'll move the runners up.
Runners advance.
David Turner, the left fielder, looking for a hit. That one gets her on the inside part of the plate.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 5th inning. Barring some unforeseen things, I believe this will be the
No, they will bat in the bottom.
final inning for Fort Loramie.
Yeah.
Ooh,
wow,
Uppenkamp fields it to first.
Wow.
Ouch. Uppenkamp hang right in there, made the play.
Line drive.
He got smoked. Trying to walk it off. 1 run, Turner will score. Runner will be at third base. That'll make it 21-0. And the trainer quickly out to the mound, but Uppenkamp's okay.
She took it right on the shin. You could hear it.
Yeah, we all winched.
Yeah, I could feel her pain right there, but she stuck with it, grabbed it, threw her runner out, and then rubbed it.
Ella Holscher to the plate, number 18. High fly to right field. And that's out number 3.
That's right.
No more celebrating as fly ball. Nice catch there by the right fielder, Locker. So in the inning, 2 runs, 2 hits, no errors or score after 4.5 innings full play. For Loramie, 21, Botkins nothing. You're watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.
Clopay Corporation, America's favorite garage door, is now hiring for all manufacturing and over-the-road Class A CDL driving positions. Clopay is the largest residential garage door manufacturer in North America, and we are continuing to grow. Join our team and work in a safe, clean, modern environment. Clopay offers a great benefits package as an equal opportunity employer and a drug-free work environment. Imagine the possibilities when you open the door to your career at clopay.com/careers.
Bottom of the 5th inning is upon us. Botkins looking for first hit of the afternoon. If they get a hit, it's going to be against Lauren Bergman. Bergman's first pitch a little bit high to Elizabeth Fisher. Fisher popped up to the second baseman in her only at bat in the 2nd inning. Swing and a miss out in front of that one on the pitch by Fisher. Keegan Showers on deck. Fouled away. No balls, 2 strikes. Bergman 1-1 on the season. Fisher will foul it away. Two strikes. Comes the pitch. Off speed.
No bite.
Ooh, just missed. Just missed. Looking for the fastball, throws the changeup. Here comes the next pitch. That's low in the dirt. Count will even it. Scoreboard's got what, 3-2, full count?
That's what it says. I didn't see him hold his hand.
I think it's 2-2. Gotta believe it's 2-2. 3-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Struck her out. That's Fisher.
Bergman comes with at least as much heat as Ruenkamp had. She's kept the ball down, getting her instructions from coach in the dugout.
Comes Showers to the plate. Keegan Showers, first baseman for the Trojans. Number 6. That's going to be a little bit low. Count at 1-1. Swing and a miss by Showers. Way out in front of that one. Swing and a miss, a little bit late, and that's out number 2. Taylor, let's see, this will be number 12, Shelby Shaner. Into the lineup for the Trojans. Shaner's first plate appearance here this afternoon. Comes in the 5th inning with 2 outs. She'll take a called strike. Strike 2. Let's up on the pitch. Now she'll go for the strikeout. A little bit low and outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Gets a piece of it, fouls it down to the first baseman. Higgins will pick it up, toss it back to the pitcher Bergman. 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the dirt, count even at 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th. Swing and a miss out in front of that one, and Bergman will strike out the side. That'll end the inning. No runs, no hits, and no errors. And Fort Loramie takes win number 10 on the season. Our final score, Fort Loramie 22, Botkins 0. We'll be back with the Wagner's IGA wrap-up. You are watching high school sports on NKTelco.
Are you looking for a new career with amazing growth potential? Nidec Press and Automation is hiring for many positions right now. Nidec is a global company that is growing with its sights on being a billion-dollar company. Machinists, service technicians, human resource personnel, IT specialists, electrical engineers, mechanical engineers, and many more. The opportunities abound at Nidec Press and Automation. Go to minsterjobs.com now to get started on your new career with Nidec.
Located in Jackson Center, Ohio, Airstream is now hiring for numerous general production positions. Work first shift and earn up to $26 per hour with production and attendance bonuses, 401k employer match, medical, dental, and vision, plus an on-site health clinic, fitness center, and full-service cafeteria. Visit airstream.com/apply to learn more.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
Fort Loramie continues its winning ways as they move their record to 6-2 in Shelby County Athletic League play. They up it to 10-9 overall. Botkins, after the win against Corey Ross, not successful here this afternoon. They stand 1-12 overall and 0-7 in league play. Let's take a look at some of the numbers here brought to you by the Wagner's IGA. Some of the stats here. Well, first of all, Dennis, a no-hitter by the Fort Loramie pitching staff. Ruin, Camp, and Bergman did a nice job on the mound. Throwing strikes, getting ahead in the count, and just a solid effort on the mound.
Yeah, they faced the minimum. They didn't walk anybody, didn't hit anybody. They've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 strikeouts out of those 15 outs, 9 Ks. And for the Loramie Redskins, they piled up 22 runs on, I think, 20 hits. And our star of the game, if you've got that, guys, ready to go, will be the center fielder for Loramie, number 8, Aubrey Baker. She was listed as 3 for 3. That's 2 doubles with a home run. That home run was basically a grand slam. And she was hit once, had was hit once by a pitch and got 1 base on balls, and she scored 5 runs herself with 5 RBIs. So a big day for Miss Baker at the plate.
Yeah, our player of the game, Aubrey Baker, all brought to you by NKTelco. And our stats and our recap, all brought to you by Wagner's IGA. Big night on the diamond for the Fort Loramie Redskins as they knock off a rebuilding Botkins program under head coach Bob Elsass. It's going to take a while for the Trojans, to rebuild the program. Yes. But Uppenkamp did a nice job. One thing we want to touch on, her control was actually much better than what previous games were.
I think Coach Elsass said she was averaging about 8 walks a game, and I think she only had 2 tonight. I'm sorry, I should have hunted that up. I think she only had 2 or 3 walks tonight, so she didn't give up the free passes. They had about 3 or 4 errors that really hurt them bad, where they could have easily probably stopped Loramie from scoring maybe 7, 8, 9 runs that would have made this game much, much closer, at least in the score column. Maybe not as far as the game is concerned because they were unable to get a hit, but at least it would have been closer.
Yeah, a couple of drop pop-ups really loomed large for the Botkins Trojans. I'd like to thank all of our sponsors for today's game: Crown Equipment Corporation, First National Bank, Keyhole Pizza, Winners Meats, Sydney Allglaze Audiology, Precision Strip, Wagner's IGA, Airstream, and NKTelco. 5-star recruitment sponsor, Crown Equipment Corporation. MVP sponsors, Clopay and Nidec Minster. Scoreboard sponsor, First National Bank. Keys to the game brought to you by Keyhole Pizza. Replays, Winners Meats. Starting lineup, Sydney Allglaze Audiology. Our timeout sponsor, Precision Strip. Stats and recap sponsor, Wagner's IGA. And the player of the game brought to you by NKTelco. Replays, NKTelco Sports and its sponsors, pleased to bring you replays of today's high school varsity softball action on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. Saturday, May 7th at 6 p.m. Monday, May 9th at 5 p.m. You can also watch more games on demand through YouTube, Facebook, and at nktelco.com/sports. I'd like to thank our crew here today. Our director, Bryce Hamrick, our assistant director, Scott Robinson. On the cameras today, Mark Fissel and Jeff Henshin. I'm Dave Helmston, and alongside me, Dennis Henshin. Our final score, one more time, from Botkins Community Park. The Fort Loramie Redskins 22, the Botkins Trojans nothing. You are watching high school softball on NKTelco Sports.